You may not have heard this before, but by the time we reach 80, our bodies can lose up to half of the muscle mass we once had. Not because we did anything wrong, it's just that when we stop using our muscles the right way, our bodies begin to let them go. And then it becomes a cycle. Getting up becomes slower. Walking feels less steady, falls become more common, and we begin to need help. Even when deep down, we'd rather do it on our own. But here's the good news. Losing muscle as we age isn't inevitable, and there is something you can do to stop it, or even reverse it. In this video, I'll share with you 7 simple, science-backed habits that can help you maintain your strength, your freedom, and your independence, even in your 70s, 80s, or beyond. I know you're not here looking to feel forever young. You just want to live fully, with confidence, and take care of yourself on your own terms. The good news is, that's not out of reach. It all begins with small, consistent steps. And to understand why this matters, let's start with one clear truth. Losing muscle as we age isn't just about getting weaker. It's one of the leading causes of falls, fractures, and hospital visits among older adults. According to the CDC, over 300,000 older Americans are hospitalized every year because of falls related to weak muscles. But here's the thing. There are many others in that same age group who still climb stairs every morning, play a little tennis on the weekends, and live independently without needing help. They don't have special genes. They just have the right habits, done consistently every single day. And today, I want to walk you through those habits, because maybe just one of them will help you hold on to the strength and the confidence you truly deserve. Before we begin, if this is your first time here, I warmly invite you to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss out on future videos about strength, health, and independence as we age. And if today's video resonates with you, or helps you in any way, leave a quick comment below. Even a simple yes is enough. And if you feel this video isn't quite right for you, that's okay too. Just type 0 to let me know how I can improve. Thank you for being here. Now let's begin this journey to hold on to your strength. One day, one small step at a time. Habit 1. Good stress. A small thing that can make your muscles stronger. There's something most of us don't really notice as we get older. Each year that passes, we don't just age, we quietly lose muscle, little by little. But here's the fascinating part. There are people in their 70s, 80s, even 90s, who still stand tall, climb stairs on their own, play light sports, and live fully independent lives. They're not born with special genes, they just follow simple habits. And one of those habits may sound a little strange, but it's surprisingly powerful. Cold showers, steam rooms, and the power of gentle stress. Nobody likes being cold. I don't either. But did you know that ending your shower with just 30 seconds of cool water, or sitting in a warm steam room a few times a week, can actually help your muscles stay stronger over time? Researchers in California found that when the body is exposed to brief cold or heat, it switches into survival mode, producing recovery proteins that help repair and protect your muscle tissue. It's like giving your body a gentle wake-up call, reminding it that it still needs to stay active, to stay strong. Steam rooms, the secret of long-lived Northern Europeans. The Finnish people are known for living long, healthy lives. One of their favorite habits is using saunas several times a week. In a 10-year study, people who use saunas 4 to 7 times per week had significantly lower risk of muscle loss, falls, and even heart issues. That relaxed, refreshed feeling you get after a warm steam, or a short, cool rinse at the end of your shower. It's not just soothing, it's your body recovering itself. And when done regularly, you're silently helping your body preserve its strength from the inside out. So, what's the core idea here? Your body, like an older machine, needs a gentle reset from time to time. Not through medication, but through natural signals. A little cold, a little heat, a small challenge. Not negative stress, but positive stress, the kind that's just enough at the right moment and followed by rest. Just like in life, it's often the hard times that make us stronger. Try this during the week. After your warm shower, finish with 30 seconds of cool water. Cool, not freezing. No ice needed. If available, sit in a sauna or steam room 2 to 3 times per week at your local gym or wellness center. And most importantly, listen to your body. If it feels too uncomfortable, stop and rest. These small things won't change everything overnight, but if you do them consistently, you may start to notice better sleep, steadier balance, and most importantly, a feeling that you're still in control of your body, no matter your age. And you know what? This kind of positive stress is a fantastic starting point, but real strength also comes from proper nutrition. In the next part, we'll talk about a very common nutrition mistake that many older adults make, even those who eat well, but still feel weaker every year. The problem isn't that you're eating too little, it's that you might be eating at the wrong time. Don't miss the next part. I'll show you how to time your protein intake to keep every gram of muscle your body deserves to hold on to. Habit 2. Eating enough isn't enough. To keep your muscles, you have to eat at the right time. One thing I often hear from older adults is, "Doc, I eat just fine, but I still feel weak. My arms and legs just don't have the strength they used to." And I understand that very well. Because the issue isn't always how much you eat. It's when you eat, especially when it comes to protein. Most people eat their protein at the wrong time. Here in the US, we have a common pattern. We eat a very light breakfast, maybe just a piece of toast, a bowl of cereal, or a cup of coffee. We rush through a quick lunch, sometimes skipping protein entirely. And then at dinner, we finally sit down to a full meal, with most of our protein. But according to multiple studies, especially from the University of Texas and the Tufts Institute for Aging, eating that way means your body misses its best chance to build and maintain muscle throughout the day. Muscles have a golden window to absorb protein. After every meal, your body has a 3 to 4 hour window, what scientists call the anabolic window, when it's primed to use protein to rebuild and strengthen muscle. If you save all your protein for dinner, your muscles have been starved of fuel all day long. And at this age, every gram of muscle is precious. The solution is simple. Spread your protein throughout all 3 meals. Many studies show that when older adults eat about 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal, evenly spaced across the day, they're able to preserve up to 25% more muscle than those who eat the same total amount, but only load it all at dinner. Here's an example of a strong, muscle-friendly breakfast. 2 eggs, 1 serving of Greek yogurt, a small handful of walnuts or almonds. That's a breakfast that's not only delicious, it gives your muscles the fuel they need right from the start of the day. A few tips to make this easier to apply. Breakfast: eggs, Greek yogurt, a protein shake, or oatmeal with plant-based protein. Lunch: chicken, fish, eggs, or tofu. Dinner: still include protein, but don't make it the only real meal of the day. You don't have to eat more food. You just need to rebalance what you're already eating, so your muscles are getting steady fuel all day long. Here's a simple comparison. Imagine your body as a large tree. If you pour a whole bucket of water on it in the evening, but leave it dry all morning and afternoon, it won't thrive. Muscles are the same. They need to drink protein in small, steady sips throughout the day. And now, you might be wondering, I'm eating enough. I'm spreading it out. But is my body actually absorbing it? That's a great question. And that brings us to the next part. A vitamin that's absolutely essential for muscle building, but is often overlooked in older adults. Vitamin D. You can eat enough protein, exercise regularly, sleep well. But if you're low on vitamin D, your body simply can't activate the signals it needs to build muscle. In the next part, I'll talk about the muscle vitamin, why more than 80% of older adults are deficient, and how to fix it safely and simply. Don't miss it. This is something most doctors never mention in routine checkups, but it can make all the difference. Habit 3. Vitamin D. the forgotten key to strong muscles in old age. When most people think about vitamin D, they immediately think of bones. Take vitamin D to prevent osteoporosis, right? But here's something many don't realize. Vitamin D is also known as the muscle vitamin. And if you've been feeling a little weaker on your feet, struggling to stand up from a chair, or losing your balance more easily, there's a good chance your body is low in vitamin D, and you may not even know it. Why is vitamin D so important for your muscles? Your muscles actually have specific receptors designed to receive vitamin D. When you have enough of it, your body can build protein more effectively, protect your muscle tissues from breakdown, help you maintain balance, reflexes, and overall strength. A large study published in JAMA Internal Medicine found that older adults with optimal vitamin D levels had up to 25% greater muscle strength compared to those who were deficient. They also had fewer falls and moved more confidently overall. But there's a catch. When we're young, just a little sunlight is enough for our skin to make all the vitamin D we need. But as we age, that ability drops sharply. By age 65, your skin makes only about 50% as much vitamin D as it did in your 20s. And if you live in a place with limited sunshine or don't spend much time outdoors, your risk of deficiency is even higher. In fact, it's estimated that over 80% of Americans over 60 are low in vitamin D and don't know it. So what can you do? First and most important, get your blood tested. A simple test can tell you exactly where your vitamin D level stands. Most experts recommend keeping your level above 40 nanograms per milliliter, ng/ml. If you're low, your doctor may suggest 2,000 to 4,000 IU per day, depending on how low your level is, combining it with vitamin K2, which helps direct calcium into your bones, not your arteries. You can also boost your vitamin D through food sources like fatty fish, salmon mackerel, egg yolks, fortified milk, or dairy alternatives. And if possible, 15 to 20 minutes of midday sun exposure, not too intense. But remember, as we age, sunlight alone is no longer enough. So don't rely on sunshine as your only source. Never underestimate the power of this tiny nutrient. Vitamin D deficiency doesn't cause pain overnight, but over time, it can quietly make you weaker, more prone to falls, and less confident in your movement. I once had a 78-year-old patient who started supplementing with vitamin D correctly for just 3 months, and she told me, "Doctor, I can get up from my chair so much easier now." So now you've been eating well and getting the right nutrients. But there's something else, something that might still be silently damaging your muscles every single day. It's called low-grade chronic inflammation, or as I sometimes describe it, a small fire burning inside the body that you can't feel. In the next part, I'll show you how to spot that hidden fire, and more importantly, how to put it out so your body stops breaking down muscle in silence. Habit 4. Chronic inflammation, the silent enemy that's eroding your muscles each day. There are some things that weaken our bodies, and we notice them right away. Tiredness, pain, dizziness. We feel them, and we try to fix them. But then, there are other things. They creep in quietly, slowly breaking us down from the inside. We don't see them. We don't hear them. We hardly feel them at all. But the effects? They're very real. We feel weaker. Our movements slow down. We lose muscle, even though we eat well. The name of this quiet enemy is low-grade chronic inflammation. Not the kind of inflammation you get with swelling, fever, or infection. This is a slow-burning, constant state of inflammation, a small fire inside your body, smoldering away day after day. And over time, it eats away at your muscle, blocks your ability to recover, and slowly makes you weaker from the inside out. Research shows older adults with high levels of chronic inflammation lose muscle up to 3 times faster than those with lower levels, even if they're eating enough and exercising regularly. Chronic inflammation stops your body from sending the right signals to build muscle, and at the same time, it accelerates the breakdown of protein in your muscles. In other words, your body is slowly undoing your hard work, even when you're doing all the right things. So how can we reduce inflammation? Step 1. Get better sleep. Sleep is when your body repairs itself. It cools down those small internal fires and begins to heal. But if you're only sleeping 4 to 5 hours, or your sleep is interrupted, your levels of inflammatory cytokines can increase by up to 40%. Getting 7 to 8 hours of restful sleep in a cool, dark, quiet room is one of the most powerful natural ways to lower inflammation. Step 2. Eat anti-inflammatory foods. Some foods act like firefighters for your body. Here are a few of the best. Fatty fish like salmon or sardines, rich in omega-3s. Green tea, a powerful antioxidant. Berries, like blueberries and raspberries. Extra virgin olive oil. Natural spices like turmeric, curcumin, and ginger. These aren't just tasty foods, they help your body cool down from the inside out. Step 3. Manage emotional stress. Mental stress, worrying, sadness, loneliness, can also trigger inflammation in the body, which is why your emotional state is part of your physical health. A little meditation, some deep breathing, or simply talking with someone each day can keep your mind from adding more fuel to the fire. Can you measure your inflammation level? Yes, you can. There's a simple blood test called HSCRP that shows your body's current inflammation status. Many of the super healthy people I've met in their 70s and 80s had CRP levels below 1.0 mJ/L. They don't just live longer, they live stronger, with better quality of life. So if you've already started reducing inflammation, that's great. But there's something even more subtle that might be affecting your ability to keep muscle. It's called the brain-to-muscle connection. Ever wonder why some people eat well, exercise consistently, sleep just fine, but still feel like their arms or legs don't listen the way they used to? Very often, that's because the nerve pathways between brain and muscle have started to weaken. In the next part, I'll show you how to keep those connections strong and why simple activities like dancing, playing ping pong, or even deep breathing might be more powerful than you think. Habit 5. Your body is a machine, and micronutrients are the small screws that hold it together. Have you ever changed the batteries in your TV remote, but it still didn't work? Then you discovered it wasn't the batteries. It was a tiny spring out of place, or a loose contact point. Well, your body works the same way. You can eat well, sleep well, exercise regularly, but if just a few small screws are missing, the whole system starts to fall out of alignment. Those screws are micronutrients, and many older adults are missing them without even realizing it. So what exactly are micronutrients? They're things like magnesium, zinc, vitamin B12, selenium, chromium, and even creatine, often associated with young gym-goers. But these nutrients are quiet connectors. They link the food you eat to the muscle you're trying to maintain. Without them, even if you're eating enough protein and sleeping well, your body can't properly use the nutrients you give it. Let me give you a few real-life examples. Magnesium helps muscles contract and relax, improves deep sleep, and calms the nervous system. Zinc and selenium support your immune system and fight inflammation. Vitamin B12 is essential for energy production and healthy nerves. Creatine is not just for athletes. It boosts energy in your muscles, protects brain cells, and has been shown to improve strength and cognition in older adults. But why are older adults more likely to be deficient? As we age, our ability to absorb nutrients decreases. Certain medications, like those for acid reflux or diabetes, deplete key nutrients, and eating patterns often become more limited and repetitive. That's why even if you eat well, you may still be low in these essentials. But please, don't just grab supplements at the pharmacy. This part is crucial. Not everyone needs the same things. More is not always better, and guessing can do more harm than good. Your body is unique, so it's best to get a blood test and let your doctor or a nutritionist help you understand what you actually need in what amounts and how to take it safely. If you'd rather start with food, even better. Here are some food sources rich in key micronutrients: magnesium, dark leafy greens, pumpkin seeds, almonds; zinc, oysters, lean beef, lentils; vitamin B12, eggs, liver, dairy products. Creatine, found naturally in red meat and fish, but often not in high enough amounts for older adults. Here's a simple way to think about it. Protein is like bricks to build a house, but micronutrients are the mortar, the cement that holds everything together. Without mortar, you could have a whole pile of bricks, but the house would still fall apart. Now you're building a solid foundation. You're eating at the right times. You're sleeping well and keeping inflammation low. You're getting the key nutrients your body needs, but there's still one critical link that often gets overlooked. The connection between your brain and your muscles, also known as the neuromuscular connection. In the next part, I'll explain why your arms and legs may feel weak, not because of your muscles, but because your brain isn't talking to them clearly anymore, and how to maintain, or even rebuild, those vital connections. Habit 6. The brain-muscle connection, the silent wiring that keeps your body strong. Every time you stand up from a chair, every time you reach to open a door or step up onto a curb, it's not just your muscles at work, it's your brain and muscles talking to each other. Here's an easy way to imagine it. Your muscles are like a light bulb. Your brain is the switch. But to make that light turn on, you need a working wire between the switch and the bulb. That wire is your motor nerve pathway, the signal that travels from your brain to your muscles. As we age, those wires can become thinner, slower, or less connected. And then, even if the light bulb still works and the switch is there, the light just doesn't shine the same way it used to. That's why you may notice your hands or legs don't listen as well as before. You lose balance more easily. Your reflexes are slower. You feel less motivated to move. Without knowing why, it's not laziness. It may simply be that your brain isn't connecting as well with your muscles anymore. The good news? That connection can be restored, and even strengthened. Just like playing an instrument, the more you practice, the sharper you become. Your brain-muscle wires can be retrained through simple, consistent, mindful movement. Activities proven to help reconnect brain and muscle. Slow dancing, rumba, ballroom, or any style you enjoy. Tai Chi or gentle yoga. Improve body awareness and coordination. Table tennis, badminton, tossing, and catching a ball. Precision exercises, standing on one leg, drawing shapes with your toes. Controlled deep breathing. Inhale. 4 seconds. Hold 4. Exhale. 4. Hold 4. Brain activities. Puzzles, reading, learning something new. A sharp mind means strong signals. It's not about intensity. It's about being present and intentional with your movements. Every conscious movement is a chance to strengthen the wire. A study from Columbia University found older adults who practiced mind-body activities twice per week improved balance, reaction time, and reduced their risk of falling by up to 35%. Your body doesn't forget, it just needs the right reminders. And once the brain and muscles reconnect, you'll begin to feel it, a stronger sense of control over your body. Standing up becomes easier, your steps become more steady, and most importantly, your body starts listening to you again. And that's a feeling every older adult deserves to experience. But there's one final piece, one last key to complete the whole system. It's called progressive strength training, the only proven method to slow down, or even reverse, age-related muscle loss. In the next part, the final part of this series, I'll show you how to train your strength safely, smartly, and specifically for older adults. You won't need heavy weights. You'll just need to gently challenge your body each day, and the results may surprise you. Habit 7. Strength training. The one habit that helps you keep your youth in your muscles. If you asked me, out of all 7 habits, which one is the most important? The answer is simple. Progressive resistance training. No question about it. Why? Because after age 60, if you don't remind your body to keep its muscle, it will slowly start to let it go, year by year. That's just how the body works. But you don't have to sit by and watch it happen. Muscle only stays if you give it a reason to stay. And that reason is resistance, pressure, Not much, but consistent. And no, you don't have to lift heavy weights. Resistance training doesn't mean going to the gym and lifting 40-pound dumbbells. You can start with a soft resistance band, a 1-liter water bottle, or a bag of rice, or just your own body weight, like standing up and sitting down from a chair. The important thing isn't what tool you use, it's that you challenge your body, even just a little. Here's what makes strength training so powerful. When you exercise to the point of feeling a little tired, a little shaky by the last rep, that's your body saying, "We still need this muscle, let's keep it." And in response, your body increases muscle protein synthesis for the next 48 to 72 hours. That's why you don't need to train every day. Just 2 to 3 times a week, done right, is enough to see real progress. A study from the University of Alabama showed adults over 70 who did gentle, consistent strength training for 12 weeks gained more than 3 pounds, 1.5 kilos of lean muscle, increased strength by 35%, improved balance, blood sugar, bone density, and even their overall mood. Where should you start? Week 1, simply do 8 to 10 chair stands. Stand up and sit down slowly, rest, repeat. Then gradually add 1-2 more reps each week. Once that feels easy, increase the challenge. Use a resistance band, hold the position longer, and always breathe slowly and evenly. Never hold your breath. Your body is incredibly smart. Just give it the right signal, and it will respond by getting stronger. Not feeling confident yet? Start with a trained instructor, a gentle YouTube video, or a community fitness class for older adults. But most importantly, don't wait. Don't think, "I'm too old." It's never too late to get stronger. All you have to do is start. So now, you've discovered 7 golden habits, from eating protein at the right time, to sleeping well, breathing deeply, managing inflammation, to reconnecting your brain and muscles. Each habit is like a brick in your foundation, and you don't have to build the whole house in a day. Just choose one small thing to begin with. Stand up and sit down 10 times. Make yourself a cup of green tea. Step outside for 15 minutes of sunshine. And just like that, you've already started to change. Remember, your body doesn't ask you how old you are. It only asks, "Are you using me today?" You don't have to do all 7 things today. Real change starts with the smallest steps. Maybe it's adding 2 eggs to your breakfast instead of just having coffee, or taking a gentle 10-minute walk around your home each afternoon, or simply sitting up straight, taking a deep breath in, and letting it out slowly. Just begin, and your body will notice. It'll say to you, "Yes, I can still do this. I'm still strong." And once you've done one small thing, you'll want to do the next. And one day, you'll look back and realize you're not just stronger. You've taken back control of your life. Remember, you're not just getting older. You're evolving, learning how to live better, deeper, and with more intention. And the choice you make today, even if it's small, will shape who you become in the next 5, 10, even 20 years. If you found this video helpful, please click like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Maybe a brother, a sister, a neighbor, someone in their 60s, 70s, or beyond. Who knows? Maybe you'll be the one who inspires them to start their own journey towards strength and independence. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this journey. Wishing you strength, joy, and freedom. Every day, at every age. See you in the next video.